Cybersecurity is not easy money in 2026, and I'm going to tell you why. An awful lot of people are misleading entry-level candidates by telling them that they can simply do a course and that they will get offered all of these fantastic job opportunities and earn all of this money. And maybe there's some relevancy to that in the US. However, the UK market is simply not the same. These opportunities just don't exist, especially at the moment. There is fierce competition. There's a so-called shortage of professionals and too many jobs to fill. However, the reality is this just is not the case. When I was hiring for someone to join my team last year, I had over 1,000 applications for an entry-level position, dozens of which had high-level certifications such as CISP, CISM. They had degrees, they had master's degrees, they had experience in the real world, and people that just had a single course through Course Careers or whatever it may be, didn't get a sniff in. There was no world where they would have an opportunity, unfortunately. And I know this sounds harsh, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news. However, it's just the reality that people need to face. I don't like that people are repeatedly getting scammed by these individuals and companies upselling courses for a couple of grand with the empty promise that people are going to get a job at the end of it, because the market is oversaturated at the entry-level positions and undersaturated for higher-level positions. So people throw out blanket statements that there's tons of positions that can't be filled. It is almost certainly higher-level positions that can't be filled, that are requiring specific experience, and companies are struggling to fill those. They're not struggling to fill entry-level analyst positions. As I said, myself as a hiring manager, when I published my job last year, I had over 1,000 people, of which maybe 60%, so 600, were qualified to do that job. And I ended up going with the person that I liked best, that had the experience. If you are interested to find out my thoughts on what you should be doing instead of paying for these boot camps and courses, follow along to find out.